Is there such thing as a gay voice? And if so, can you fix it? Should you fix it? The 2014 gay documentary, Do I Sound Gay, explores this idea. It's directed by David Thorpe, and it's his personal journey about trying to fix what he perceives to be a gay voice. Usually like an effeminate, stereotypical gay-sounding
voice.
This film it really does open up a lot of interesting conversations and topics. Something that I've thought about all my life, especially when you're meeting somebody new. Even though I'm out and I'm okay with myself, there's this sense in the back of my mind that I always think about, like, am I coming off too gay? I don't know why that is. But this is what this movie explores, and it's really interesting. I think there's a really good interview with David Sedaris, and he says something that really resonated with me, and I still remember it to this day, where he says that he feels good when he's mistaken for being heterosexual. And I don't know, it could be some deep-rooted internalized homophobia, but it could also be a feeling of like, I fooled them, like they believed that I was one of them. This idea of having to act straight acting, and I mean, it's all derived from these gender norms, that men have to speak with
a deep masculine voice.
And if you don't fit within those norms, you can end up being bullied, and this movie explores those things as well. Is this just something that gay men worry about? I don't really hear too much of this from the lesbian perspective. Like, do they worry about sounding too masculine, sounding too butch? I don't know. I think it might just be a macho man sort of thing that men have to worry about. And then the film also shows examples of like straight man who has an effeminate voice. And so also is the gay voice even like a real thing? Because is it just a confirmation bias? Like we might see a gay man who speaks in a feminine way and we're like, oh, see, there you go. But when we see a gay man that speaks with a very masculine voice, we don't really connect those two because it doesn't fit our bias. This is a documentary that follows that personal narrative where the filmmaker puts himself in the film and you follow his journey. I love documentaries like that. It's such an immersive experience. And the film has a lot of famous interviews in it as well. You have Dan Savage, George Takei. I mentioned David Sedaris. There's a couple others, but yeah, those are sprinkled in, and you hear about their relationship to their voice. Have you ever been self-conscious about the way you act in public, the way you cross your legs or the certain words you use? This movie is such an easy watch, and it might actually, make you think about your own life and how you're perceived and if you sound gay to people and whether or not that really even matters.